I want to talk about something that a lot of people are proud of, and that's how busy they are, how much they have to do, all of the places that they have to go to in a day or a week or whatever it is. And I want to talk about it because you never get an award for how busy you are or how good you are at multitasking or anything like that. And the thing about being busy is that it is really perfect for distracting yourself, from what's going on around you, and from your children and stuff of the such. So, the thing that gets me about being busy is, in a way, you're neglecting something within you, something that's coming up, something, it might not even be anything that you're consciously aware of. It might just be that you don't like to have downtime, that you don't like to sit and be with yourself. People who have a lack of self-care and self-love, you can really see them going and doing and do, right? Be busy, have all the things to do. And I feel like that's because they're just so uncomfortable sitting with themselves and listening to themselves and tuning out or tuning in, however you want to look at that. But I mean, the people who benefit from you being busy, tell me. I mean, who does it benefit when you're busy? You're pouring and pouring from your cup. Eventually, you're going to get burned out. You're pouring from your cup, but you're not filling yourself back up. And being busy and doing things isn't filling your cup back up. If you have to pencil in every little thing, then, I mean, you're missing something there. Yeah? You're not taking the time to sit and to be and to internalize and to see what's going on inside of yourself. The thing with your children and them having busy schedules, them having a lot of activities, dance, cheerleading, ballet, gymnastics, soccer, baseball, football. Some people in my family, they are involved in sports, but it's not just one sport, it's all the sports. And some people I know, they do a lot of after school stuff. And then it's not just them doing stuff, but it's their children doing stuff as well, right? And it's so easy to fall into this trap of scheduling everything and doing all of the things. But your children don't really need to do all of the things. They don't need to do everything right away. Okay? See, do one sport at a time. My daughter, my youngest is 3. She's not in anything. She doesn't do anything because the only thing she needs to do is to play and explore around her, get her hands dirty, make a mess, clean up, the basics. They don't need to learn to do anything beyond being. Because when you are being, not doing, just being, it gives you a chance to be here in the now. And when you are here, you can't be anywhere else, right? You're not going to worry about the future or worry about the past because you're here in the now. And the only thing that's right now is you connecting, is you being and staying centered or being grounded, one thing or another like that. My problem is when people begin to overschedule themselves and their children. Their children don't learn how to listen to themselves. They don't know the difference between their voice and the voice of their ego. Some adults don't know the difference in that voice either. I mean, I didn't until a couple of years ago, right? It sounds the same. It's your voice both times. So how are you going to know the difference until you sit down, you tune in, and you check in with yourself? And you continually do that on a daily basis, at least once a day. I mean, how long does that take? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? 20 minutes? If you like to meditate, then it's going to be longer. But if you literally only sit down and you check out from the world and you check in with yourself, it's only going to take you 5 minutes. 5 minutes a day, and you're going to see a radical turnaround, not in only yourself, but in your children. Because when you tune in, you see that doing all of this busy work isn't helping anyone. It's not benefiting anyone, and we're kind of delusional if we think multitasking is accomplishing more than one thing at a time. It makes us feel good. World's best multitasker right here. I mean, what mom isn't a great multitasker, am I right? But in reality, you're doing 3, 4, 5 different things at a time. But are you completing those tasks? Probably not. Throughout the whole day, yes, because if you're like me, you start one thing, doing the laundry, oh, but I have to do this, but then I need to clean that, and then you'll come back to the laundry. Eventually, everything will get done. But if you just take a minute to finish what you're doing before you reroute yourself, you're going to feel more successful, because you're not like, oh, but I have to go finish this, and oh, I have to go start this, and I have to wash the dishes next. It's giving yourself one thing to mull over at a time. You're not overwhelming yourself or anything else like that. You're going to stay connected. And your children don't need that right now. They don't need to go to dance class 1 day a week and do gymnastics 2 days a week and then do after school things. What they need is connection. Connection with you and connection with themselves. Not something that everybody can kind of zone out when they're doing, but it's something where you can be connected, that you can invest in together, be together, right? Invest in yourself, invest in your child. So this being busy, this busy work, this scheduling every second, every moment of your child's life is not benefiting anyone. I mean, you're kind of wasting your time away because you're not investing fully in right now. And when you involve your children in all of these different activities and they don't have time to just be, to play, to create, to be in their mind and use their imagination, because that's all a child needs to do, is imagine and use their imagination, be tactile, and learn with their hands. That's it. That's all I need. And when you don't give them that time to really calm down and be focused on themselves, even if they don't realize it, what 2-year-old knows that they're focusing on themselves? They don't. They're just playing. They're having fun. But it creates anxiety. And the demographic who has the most anxiety right now, surprisingly, is teenagers. Because they're just so focused on doing and being the best, and they have all of this pressure put on them from their parents and from society and from school and from themselves, from their peers, and they don't ever get a break because they don't ever have a chance to sit and really think about what it is they want to do. They're not going to be in school forever. I mean, a lot of kids don't even go to college anymore. So what are they going to do? How are they going to know to connect with themselves? How are they going to know their voice is different from somebody else's voice in their head? Because the voice is still going to be their voice. They have to have that discernment of what's going on internally and externally. And they're not going to have that if they don't have the chance to just be when they're a child. If they forget how to be when they're a child, then it's going to be so difficult to remember how to sit and how to tune into your body and tune out the world. It's going to be so difficult. They're going to lose that little piece of themselves that they came in with. They came in with not doing anything but being, but playing and learning through play. That's it. Society and us as parents and teachers and everyone else, caregivers, we put things on them. We give them tasks. We give them activities, everything else. But the only thing any of us, me, you, the most successful person, the most important person, it doesn't matter. The only thing we need to do, the only thing we're here to do is be. Be. And when we are being, that is when we learn to love ourselves. That is when we learn the value of love, and we can reflect that love to everyone. Not those in your family, not those friends that you already love and care for. Everyone. We're here to love everyone the same, unconditionally. Those we know, those we don't know, those who are good, those who are bad. Everybody. Unconditional love is the only thing that we are here to learn. Learn how to be again, and it will all come back. Because when you sit in the silence and you sit in the quiet of the moment and you listen to what's going on internally, you'll hear that voice of your ego. But you'll hear this quiet voice in the back also, and that's you. Your ego isn't you. Your ego's like manipulative. It's controlling you, right? There was a time when our ego was very important, but not so much anymore. We need to go back to remembering how to be, to remembering the importance of being and the value that we get when we are not doing anything but being and focusing on ourselves. So I would really challenge you all to disconnect from anything that's no longer serving. Disconnect from those activities that are just kind of fillers, the busy activities and stuff like that. If you don't have to do it, you shouldn't. No child needs to be a ballet prodigy at 5. Sorry. That's how I feel about it. They're not going to benefit from it, and it's not going to give them anything but a lifetime of anxiety and pressure, because they're going to feel like that they're not good enough. They're never going to measure up because you set these standards on them from their time as a child. Everyone needs to just be and breathe and have a chance to relax. That's all. Thank you.